In this video, I wanted to give you guys a network update from T-Mobile and some things that were disclosed during the earnings call, Q&A, and then some of the stuff that's actually listed in the press release. So the extended range 5G, the low band 600 megahertz that they've been building since 2018 now covers 320 million people, or 97% of the American population, not the United States, American population. There is a difference. Ultra capacity 5G covers 235 million people and approximately 87% of T-Mobile customers. Again, there's a difference. They're not saying Americans, they're saying T-Mobile customers. So there's a difference there, right? Just look at the language. 50% of postpaid customers are now using a 5G phone. Like I said, the last update I got on that, 500,000 or so roughly weekly are upgrading into 5G devices on T-Mobile's customer base. And 5G devices account for 55% of all traffic on this report. I've been telling you guys that internally it's already at 60%. And Neville also said that during the Q&A that it's more than the 55%. It's actually at 60 on the live count on the tool. So a few interesting things that I wanted to kind of point out to close out the video, this update. So they have been incrementally increasing the Capex since the fourth quarter of last year. For that quarter, they increased the Capex. Then when we got the numbers for fourth quarter and they gave us the guidance outlook for the following year, which is this year, they increased the Capex for the year, and they said they were pulling Capex from 2023 into 2022 to further accelerate. So then what did they do at Q1? They further incrementally increased the Capex. What did they do in Q2? They further incrementally increased the Capex. So they did 250 million increase this quarter. So looking at the numbers just briefly, and again, I'm no financial expert. I've been talking to a few people that are more in that field, and they tell me, looking at the numbers, they are starting to pull free cash flow to incrementally increase the Capex. That's a good sign for the business because that means they're looking to accelerate beyond now, right? If you pull Capex from the 2023 year into 2022, you're not really looking to expand out because you're still using the same money. You're just using it a bit sooner, if that makes sense. Now they're looking to accelerate into areas that they don't have service, for example, because they're now pulling Capex from free cash flow. At least that's what's estimated. T-Mobile did not publicly state that, but looking at the numbers a bit closer on the free cash flow, it looks like they're starting to pull from the free cash flow to incrementally increase the Capex because they are seeing success in other segments that they want to invest in. Like I said, they can't spend as much as Verizon and AT&T, so they have to invest more strategically and smart. So if they sense, okay, we are porting positive in this area or in the rural environment, and now we want to accelerate that, so they got to spend more. That's the only way they can do it. So that's what they seem to be doing. And then enterprise and business, apparently, they're also growing a bit more accounts there than they previously had anticipated. According to Collie Field during the call, she had stated AutoZone. I knew about Circle K. I think I mentioned that in a video a while ago. I know they closed that account. They got that. They got the Circle K account that closed. That was a big one. That account, that Circle K account that they got, when they closed that account, that is now one of the top 10 accounts within their business. Between all the businesses that they have dealings with, that shot up into the top 10, the Circle K account. That was a big one. AutoZone, I could ask about that one, see what that's looking like. But that Circle K one was big, and that was one that T-Mobile generated, not Circle K. Circle K was looking for an additional benefit for the employees. So they kind of got into talks with T-Mobile. T-Mobile was like, yeah, we'll give you this deal, that deal. And then the employees they now have employee phones, or however they structured that added benefit. So that account closed. The AutoZone one, I got to ask about if that one closed, but I'll find out today. So again, just a couple of updates. They're looking to further accelerate. The mid band is growing. The low band is at 320. So there's not much more to pull there because they don't have a larger footprint to build on. So 322, 23, I think, is where they would tap out, unless they further build the macro grid, which they say they're going to do. But we're going to see in the coming months how that's going to develop in the midterm and long term. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the channel, follow my social media outlets. Tyrone with Tech Life. See you in the next one. Peace.